those frogs. All right, everybody, we're fishing. Believe it or not, I caught a bass, and I didn't even make the plastic. How sad is that? That's a store-bought bait, which means...
That's why it worked.
Yeah, that's why it worked, basically, is, you know, I didn't make it. What do we got?
1 pound, 74 ounces.
74 ounces? That's like 4 pounds.
Yeah.
Happy Jack is on the board with a jerk bait with a super dink. You know, Angel, I don't even think we should weigh this one. Thelma is on. Happy Jack, you're gonna need to help her with this. This is a big one. Good fish.
There you go.
Oh, Billy. Oh. Get that husky. Oh yeah.
There you go, Thelma.
Look at that. Fish of the day. All right. I just caught one about 2.5. Then now Happy Jack's on. Oh, you're getting Yurko'd, man. Oh, dude. Huh? Oh, look at those orange eyes. Here, hold him up. Right on. All right, well, we caught a few. Thelma's got him there. All right, you gonna release him?
Yes.
Drop him in. Drop him in. Let's go. All right, we are back in the fish cave. Hope y'all enjoyed a little bit of some bonus fishing blog there. Hoping to go this weekend. So this weekend we have the Bassmaster Elite Series coming right up the road to Lake Seminole, which is our closest huge, you know, reservoir. I mean, Lake Seminole is by far the biggest bass fishing attraction closest to me. So we'll be hanging out at the weigh-in on Sunday. Anyone in the area, come say hello. Now let's take a look at some of the work that we've been doing. We've been very busy. Holy moly, where to even begin? We're obviously not going to go through all these, but here's a snapshot of some stuff that we've been doing. This tray is just for one dude, and that's about half of it. So that guy is going to be set for a long time on some good swim baits. We have some more stuff over here. Those are really cool. That's MF motor oil, changeable just with red flake. Nothing to it. That's our gray gizzard shad, which is what we also have down here in the 6-inch. This is one of my all-time favorites to do. It's such a natural pattern. Yeah, it's one of my more natural looking shads. We have some bling trout here. Actually, you know what? I don't think I have sold those. I don't think I've put the... Hey, if anybody wants some trout, holler at me. These are really cool. These I did as a color match for a shad that a buddy sent in for me. Or, well, he sent me the picture. Chris Cockerell, Texas Best Baits. He found a shad on the side of a Texas lake, and it looked just like that. So I had to try to color match it. And oddly enough, Cobriggers Custom Baits did a glide paint match of it as well. Yeah, check that out. Cobriggers Custom Baits. The guy is a whiz on an airbrush. That's absolutely insane. Here's a popular one right there. That's my hologram shad. You can see sort of that hologram effect there in the belly. Really, really cool. So yeah, we have been quite busy, and there's bait still in the molds. So anyway, yeah, we have not been idle around here, that's for sure. All right, time to make some plastics for me. My tackle situation is a really, really sad thing. So time to refill the tank. And one of the things that I like throwing the most is a frog. I had a custom frog mold made maybe 10 years ago now. Or, no, actually maybe about 8 years ago. And she's still a bad cat. So we're going to be making some froggy frogs for my personal stash of baits. And I'm really excited about one color in particular, and I'll tell you why here in just a moment. Okay, so one of my all-time favorite horny toad colors back when I threw a lot of Zoom frogs was bullfrog. You can see this sort of brown and sort of a real kind of nice natural green laminate, okay? That's what that is. That's a brown and green laminate. And I've made that color a lot here in the fish cave in my own frog mold. However, I think we can achieve that color with the new Dead-On Kiwis morph color because it is a changeable color from brown to green. So I think we can achieve the overall brown and green look with just one pigment instead of having to do a two-color laminate. So I'm really thinking that I can achieve a really great bullfrog color with the Kiwis. And I think those will work quite well in my area. And then, of course, just a straight white frog. I'm making these for my dad. My dad likes to throw white frogs and, you know, maybe a couple of other colors. But I'm really looking forward to this Kiwi in a frog. Now let me show you the frog mold. Yeah, there she is. Got my company initials, LITL, in the tail. This was a awesome custom mold project that I had done a long time ago. There's the belly side, of course, with a hook slot. Amazing mold. It was cut by Lakeside Bait Molds out of Texas a long time ago. I don't think he's currently cutting molds anymore. But yeah, really awesome job. I mean, these are one of a kind, irreplaceable for me. It's a very special mold. Back when I kind of first started trading baits under Land is the Limit, you know, first drew that logo and everything, this was one of my first projects. All right, here we go. Kiwis. You have to shake it really well, like any morph color. That way you really get the full effect. So whenever I use Kiwis, just like the blue crawl, usually for 1 cup of plastic, I like 25 drops. So this is 2 cups, so you guessed it, 42, I'm just kidding, 50 drops. All right, that's either 49 or 50 or something. Should be okay. All right, let's mix that in and see where it gets us. Yeah, that nice brown green. So I'm looking here on my viewfinder. It's definitely more brown in person than it's looking on camera, but some of that could just be an angle thing. Yeah, that's looking really nice. That's looking really nice. I think we're gonna leave it at that. A lot of times I like to spike these things with a drop of black. I think we're just gonna leave it there. And now for some black flake. Gotta give it some black flake, gotta give it some texture. This is just medium-sized square cut black flake. I like the square cut stuff a lot. In fact, it's very Zoom style to use square cut flakes. Yeah, I want a little more there. That's not enough. That's not going to get it done. You could add a couple of different sizes of flake. You could even, you know, put some green Kelly green flake in there to try to sort of complement the green. But I think we're going to leave it. Just like that. All right, got our big 10-ounce injector out. Should fill both molds. Both molds drink. I mean, these are big, 4-cavity, thick frogs, but we should have enough. Here we go. Oh yeah, feeling good. Excellent. All right, let's take a look. I love the way that they have these. I don't know what the term is, but these handles are so easy to grip. Man. Okay. See how we did. Yes. All right. How about that? Brown and green. All in one. Here, you know what? We'll zoom out. We'll take them out. Yeah. That is very bullfroggy to me. In fact, I'll tell you what would make a really great bullfrog is actually to laminate the kiwis over sort of a white pearl belly, you know, because the bullfrogs in the wild have white bellies. So technically, when a fish is looking up at a bullfrog, it probably only sees white. But, you know, we don't want to think that much, too much into it. This is a really, really, really awesome representation. It's exactly what I was hoping we would get. And of course, you know, you could add some black to darken it. You could even add some more brown to dull the green out a little bit. You could even, you know, spike it with some green to bring the green out. You know, this is just the color by itself. No tricks, no additions. That's just exactly what it is. And I think that worked out quite well. Let's go ahead and look at the other ones. What a wonderful mold. Absolutely love this thing. Yeah, there it is. It's pretty. See, and one of the things I did on this bait is the gate and the nose are really wide, okay? So it's got a really wide brunt face. That way you can put that twist lock in there. It's got plenty of meat in the head. You're not going to split the head. It was designed for those screw lock swim bait hooks that we like to throw frogs on. All right, white, here we go. We're just going to load it up. A lot of bait makers, you know, you'll always hear people say they hate making white. And it is a pain in the butt because it'll discolor easier. Any little, you know, in any little speck of dirt or contaminant just sticks out something awful. It's not fun stuff. I don't like doing it either. But man, do the bass just absolutely hate a white frog buzzing over their head. I mean, it's just, see that right there? It's just a white piece of plastic that looks like absolutely nothing in nature. I mean, this is milk. These are milk frogs. But we're gonna do it. All right, here we go. White froggy time. Let's get them. Yeah. There we go. Yep, that's looking mighty fine. All right, white froggy. Oh yeah. Yep. That's gonna do it. Particularly on those kind of cloudy days, something more visible like that just seems to get hammered around here. There it is. Purdy, purdy. Yep. We call that the Florida frog. White Florida frogs. Because it's a frog made in Florida. Get it? Yeah. Sweet. I'm going to get out the other mold real quick. I would guess that these are going to look exactly the same. What do y'all want to bet? Oh, we were right. Yeah, there it is. Those are for you, Dad. Well, and me. They start smoking a white frog, you know, I'll have to tie one on for sure. And now for my frog go-to color, Junebug. Yep. No surprise there. Y'all have seen this one 100 times on this channel. Black grape with some emerald green flake. That is all you need. Roll that beautiful frog footage. Yes, sir. Here it is. Something about this just gives me confidence. You know, we all have our confidence colors. For my dad, it's white. For me, it's definitely June bug, and probably that kind of bullfrog color. Also, a black and yellow swirl seems to get bit. You know, just the weirdest things. None of those colors look anything alike, but you know, they all can catch the same fish on the same day. All right, boy, those molds are hot now after 7 or 8 shots. Whew. Man, they are cooking. Absolutely cooking. So, we'll bring one up for y'all to see it. Yeah. Beautiful June bug. June bug Florida frogs. There it is. Smoking, y'all. Yeah. We love our frog fishing around here. We have so many kind of shallow prairie lakes filled with lily pads and grass. And, you know, that dark Florida tannic water. You know, swim jigs, chatterbaits, of course flipping, all of the Florida things. But one lake in particular is a absolute frog fisherman's delight. So that's why today we're doing frogs instead of jig trailers or swim jig trailers or things like that. Now that is some froggy magic. So in just like that, in 30 minutes, half an hour, we have an absolute shitload of frogs. You know, hey, if that doesn't showcase the benefits of making your own stuff and how fun it can be, I don't know what does. These frogs, fresh out of the molds, are ready to go to the lake. You know, obviously you want to cure things. It's very important to cure baits properly for several days, especially if you're selling. But if you're just making baits to head to the lake, pull them out of the molds, throw them in the bags, and go. So let's take a look at what we've got. So we wound up with 16 of each color, and we like to actually scent our frogs. A lot of people might find that a little crazy, but we just find that, you know, a lot of times throwing a topwater buzzing frog, it's moving across the water. You'll see a wake following it, right? The fish will be moving, pushing up water. If they don't hit, a lot of times you can kill your retrieve, let the frog fall, and then jig it like a worm or shake it like a worm. And you basically have 2 paddle tails, right, as legs that are like little worms. And a little bit of scent does not hurt. So, you know, a lot of our frog bites are actually not while burning it, or really even on the surface necessarily. So, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw these in some of our bait bags here. I know I get a lot of questions about bait bags and where to get printed bait bags. The short answer is China. The long answer is China. You have to get them made in China. Anyone that says otherwise is full of it. Or they're using an American company that's subbing the work out to China and then upcharging you. You know, order minimums are usually 10,000 bags. It's very expensive, and to me it's really not worth it. So with that said, yes, I did get them back when I was doing the retail thing. So yeah, there it is. We'll go ahead and bag up a few more here. And I like garlic scent, but I'm out, so we're going with cherry. This is old Lurcraft cherry. I don't even know if you can get that anymore, because I think Lurcraft, what is now owned or was bought out by Lure Parts online. So I'm not even sure if some of those old Lurcraft products are still being made or if it's been replaced. But I do like the cherry scent. I don't know if the fish really wake up in the morning wanting to eat some cherry flavored food. But it's just, you know, another one of those confidence things. You know, I have a lot of confidence in a scented frog, more so than a scented worm. So, and it sort of acts as your worm oil, kind of help package everything up. So, in any event, we've got a bunch of frogs. Yeah, there it is. Just like that, 6, 8 packs of frogs. So, boy, 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 do I love making baits. And there they are in their natural environment. Look at that. we are taking them fishing. It's our first trip with the Nitro ever since Happy Jack did a detail on it. Boy, is she looking nice and clean. Word to the wise, if you're gonna buy a boat, don't buy one with so much white on it. It looks dirty if you just breathe on it. On those frogs. Well, all right, everybody. Thank y'all for hanging out. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. A little bit of fun fishing footage with Happy Jack and Angel, and just some grassroots bait making. Just simple stuff, simple but effective baits that I like throwing for my own tackle box. Nothing fancy, nothing too out of this world complicated. Just good old bait making. So yeah. It's fun to do that every now and then, especially when you think that you're going to get to fish with them yourself. I spend, a lot of time really laboring in the hand pouring, the hand pouring side of things to sell baits. Which thank you again to everyone who shows interest in purchasing my baits. I know it can take a long time for me to get them out, but it takes a long time to make them. To pour at a high level, slow and steady. I can only make them, a few at a time, really. So anyway, thanks again everyone for your patience in that department. If you have not subscribed yet to the channel, definitely give us a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll see y'all in the next video. In the next video, we're hopefully going to have a little bit of blog footage from the Bassmaster Elite Series weigh-in here on Lake Seminole. So that's coming up this weekend. So hopefully I'll have some footage from that in the next video coming up. So see you guys then.